I want to get into also role models and like how we grew up. Because one thing I admire about both of you is how you carry yourself and the values that you have. And I want to just kind of find out a little bit more where that came from. So Pelish, tell me about like, what were some of the things that you growing up? Maybe it was from just Spanish culture, or maybe it was your own family, like some values that you took from that.
I think the values that I have in me, most of them are from my family. Because the amount of time I'm spending with my family, I don't think normal people do that these days, because everyone is, very separated with independent, and all that. Like parents don't know anything, but they've gone through real shit, bro. Like, when people compare, like, I've come across, from a very difficult background. Nah, you haven't, bro. You haven't. These parents literally came from a third world country, bro, to make their life and hustle through. So it's very interesting because my grandfather, I think he was first of all kicked out when the separation happened between India and Pakistan. So that's when the struggle would start. So he had to come to India, see what was the situation there, and then thanks to his brother, his visa got accepted to Spain. So that's where he was like, I need to do something in order for my kids to eat well. And for myself, my role model is my granddad. Like, the way he's put the time and effort into this, bro. I wouldn't say like other people haven't done it, but like for us, he's the main guy right now, and we want to take care of him till he's, until wherever he's written for him. But yeah,
it's crazy. It's almost like they're built different. Like the things they did back then, I don't think I could do. I don't think I could go to a different culture, not knowing the language, not knowing anything, build a family, build businesses, bring people over, trying to like build them up also, like...
My grandfather has 3 other brothers. So in total, there were 4 who came to Spain. And that's where they started bringing their wives, their kids. And now we are like 100 maybe. Under my surname, so it's a proper community. Like.
Do you feel like people who have that, like the people have like, I guess, second generation, like grandparents who came over to a country and started building something, they've got a different drive. They have different motivations than like the people like
who already have
it. Like what was that like? How did that manifest? How did that manifest for you in your life? Like the fact that, I don't know if the same experience for you or a similar experience, the grandpa come over, like the drive or motivation it gave you to work hard in school, or like, like you want, like your aspirations, things that you wanted to achieve in your life.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it was quite similar to Pelish, at least from my dad's side. Partition happened between Pakistan and India. We were based in Sindh, which it was based in Pakistan. And then when the partition happened, they had to move, they had to leave their houses. So it was quite tough. And then my dad migrated to Morocco with his family as well. They started their own business there. And then they moved to Spain thereafter. So there is that migrant mentality. They've gone through a lot, very much culture change, not only domestically, but internationally. And that shows you stuff. I think for me, when I was a kid, I didn't really realize what the dad went through, or even my mom. So you would take... just as gifted, these experiences. But as you get older and you see them hustle, not only for them, but they do it for their kids, right? Well, it puts perspective in your mind, like, it's not only you, it's family as a whole, right? And I think that's the main factor, especially when I went to United Kingdom, being alone. You start thinking like, well, they've done so much for me. And maybe at times I haven't been grateful. And I think that would have been the stepping stone, but we've got to be grateful family. They're everything, man.
100%. And we're back. So little pause there. So we're talking about role models. We're talking about how our family and our upbringing has inspired us to be who we are, especially when it comes to values. And I 100% agree. To speak a little bit on my experience too, I think my mom is my hero. Just because of how she is, man. Literally, like she came here, brought the whole family here, taught us values, taught us cultures, like understood like the balance between. That's what I think was so cool. She was like, okay, cool. Like obviously you need to understand values that you grew up with, but I want you to be able to also grow. So she didn't want me to just become totally African. She was like, okay, cool. Like the main values take about family, about religion, about treating people right, but like also be able to grow as a person. Like understand that you're in a different country and you can take on the things from around you and you can use that to improve. It's a question I want to ask both of you to an open floor.
First of all, before you
go on, of course, let's go.
His mom, beautiful soul, bro.
Thank you. I
met
appreciate
her twice, bro.
Appreciate
Once in a graduation and one, I don't know, it was some type of presentation we had. Bro, the interaction I had with her was like, wow. Yeah, mothers are the one. Those are the women that, you know, brought us to this world.
Mhm.
And if you don't appreciate your mom, then you should just leave from
Facts, bro.
100%. And I remember when we, because I know your mom met mine,
literally.
and then also I met your dad, and we, like after we're saying like we're so lucky, man.
Yeah.
Our parents are the best.
Trust.
Our parents are 100% the best.
Bless, man.
Just
Shout out to
to moms,
you,
bro.
shout out to the moms.
yeah.
But yeah, okay. So yeah, I want to talk. So obviously, like we talked about, like your upbringing in Spain and how your culture also influenced you. What are some of the things that you learned from England? Now let's talk about UK. So you come to the UK, you come uni here. You know, you have your goals, ambitions.
Yeah.
We're going into the business and the end of it now too. Yeah, what was some of the stuff initially that you took from the English culture? Some of the stuff that you noticed that was a bit different.
So I'd personally say when I started uni, so the first day I enter and I'm like all pumped up, like let's go, it's uni time, you know, like let's go. And bro, it took me 3 months to just convert into
Settle, man.
convert into like what's not the uni experience.
Yes.
Because I remember like I started making friends that were not that much influenced in the studies and everything.
Yeah,
So for
yeah.
example, the first 3 months I used to wake up at 9 a.m.
Mhm.
8 a.m. to go to my 9 a.m. lecture. And I used to knock on doors, you know, like, come on, bro, let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Guy.
But that started fading off, and and we would just attend the main parts of the uni, so like presentations and shit. But like for the lectures, separated.
I remember.
ways.
I
So
remember. Yeah.
that just showed me like how dedication works here.
Yeah.
So some people are dedicated to their work, but some people just want to swift through that experience. You
Just
know?
quickly, what
Yeah.
did that teach you about dedication? Like, what are some of the things you learn about hard work from looking around and seeing how everyone treated their education here?
I don't know, bro. Like I personally, when I saw the way dedication worked here, bro, I was like, or should I keep on, you know, putting my effort and time and dedication, and see the same achievement that these people will do when they don't put their dedication, you know? So I was like, let me just, you know, go that route, don't put my dedication, because I know eventually I'm going to achieve what I have to achieve.
And like, it's crazy too. Sorry to interrupt. It's crazy too because like you go through that experience and then
Yeah.
afterwards you can see the difference. Like when you actually start being dedicated, you see, oh, actually, I feel better. I'm more driven.
Yeah.
I rather this lifestyle than the lifestyle before, which I didn't choose to do.
I think that came in during year 2. The first year I was just out of, you know, the dedication side. But in year 2, when I thought like, come on, my parents have put effort to bring me to this good uni, you know, like let me just start, you know, the actual journey.
work and actually
Yeah.
try.
So that's when I just switched up, you know, regardless if my friends went to lectures or like attended meetings or did these presentations, I would do it. And that's where I started to get to know other people, you know, other people who were actually dedicated, changed my mentality. I was having fun, don't get me wrong. Like, uni is obviously a place where you need to open yourself and learn new things, try new things, you know. And but yeah, I started my journey in the year 2, I'd say, not in year 1. In year 1, it was just, yeah, I'm here too.
Yeah, no, I relate to
fuck
that a
it.
lot. I relate to that a lot. How similar or different was your experience?
I think for me it was slightly different. I mean, just before we go into the topic, I think a lot of people put a lot of shit in the UK
Yeah.
for no reason. But honestly, it can be the land of freedom, at least to start a career,
Yes.
build networking connections,
Yes.
people and whatnot. I mean, the main difference for me from Spain going back was how multicultural London was. I mean, if you go to Spain, it's a very homogeneous society,
Yeah.
which is nothing bad. It's a good thing as well. But when I came here, it's just you see every different race, every different country, and you can learn from each other.
Yeah.
It's really nice. But I mean, for me, it was quite good. I remember the first week in university, I was calling him in FaceTime,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What happens if I make no friends, man? Mike doesn't want to be a virgin, right? It was tough, bro. You know what I mean?
Literally.
But you know, you just got to push yourself, bro. I mean, I just remember I was having a cigarette outside, and just the most random scenario. You know, a few girls were there who were medics, and you know, we started talking. They introduced me to a bigger medic group where I met a few of my friends, and then through a mutual party that happened a few weeks later, then I met my group of boys.
Yeah.
Shout out to the boys.
To the boys, shout.
But you know, it was good. I mean, for me, it was always there needs to be a balance.
Mm.
You need to work hard, just because, of course, your family is giving you this opportunity. They're taking you abroad. You got to take advantage, but you got to enjoy. So I think in first year you had that balance, right? You could fuck all a few months, but then when exams came, got to kick it up, because at the end of the day, you know, what you start building from day one is what's going to put you ahead in the future, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I think from the first year of uni, it started developing. And as time went by, perhaps I focused more on my studies, but I always had my group of boys. So that was nice.
I think I completely agree. I think just thinking now, I think uni was like a mini experience about life. Like obviously you get there and then you don't know anyone. You have to be open, introduce yourself to people, meet people. You know, like actually get to know people.
I remember when we met first.
Do you remember where it was?
It was a presentation we had to do, and we were just allocated in random groups.
Yeah.
It was me, a guy and a girl.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, guys, hello. What do we do now? and yeah, that's how we started doing the bond and
100%.
meeting up, doing those meetings. And I just, related with you and the other guy.
100%. That's the thing. That's the thing you realize. So go on.
Yeah, and yeah, that's how our friendship started. Good old times.
I think you realize too about uni too, because when I got there, I thought, oh, I'm different from everyone else.
Yeah.
Then actually, no, you're actually really similar to everyone else, because you're all growing up in the same place,
That's
have the
why
same
you chose
experience.
the same course.
Yeah, exactly. And then you find so many similarities, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
You mentioned about courses, right? And obviously, we chose business. We did business together. Was it similar for you? What do you remember what your course?
Same thing.
Yeah.
I think
Same
every
thing?
Indian does. It's either a medic, lawyer, or business. Business was.
But that's because we got our mind in the we want the money.
Business is in our blood, bro.
It is.
Like,
Same one.
my great grandfather was a businessman. My granddad was a businessman. My dad is a businessman, and I can officially say I'm a businessman now as well.
Talk
so.
more about that then. Let's get into it. Let's get into the business too, because I want
side, yeah.
the business side of the conversation.
So-
Talk more about that.